What's the vibes? It's your boy Damo, but you could call me Dom. I'm here to heal the world, one person at a time. And as you can see, I got my PhD, my people healing degree. So if you're looking for a piece of paper, this ain't the place to be. You might want to keep it pushing. In this video, I'm gonna talk about young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh is a narcissist, a psychopath, a sociopath, along with maybe a whole bunch of other shit. But this is what I'm going to say. In the beginning, I let it rock because I wanted to see it from a different angle. But since the first time I seen him, I knew it was something up. And I knew he had a personality disorder, but I just couldn't just jump on it. You understand what I'm saying? And for those people who saying, oh, you clout chasing, you this, you that, you a hater, you want to be him, all of this dumb shit. If I was clout chasing, I would have got on this a long time ago when he was going viral and all this shit. Right now, I'm saying it because this is the way I see it, and it gotta be said. You understand? It gotta be said. This is what I do. This is my job. This is my purpose. So if any of y'all got any crazy ass comments to say or anything wicked to say, don't hit the comment section. Go to my DM. My Instagram is in the description. We can see each other face to face, and you can say what you got to say to me. I don't want to see you in the comment section saying no bullshit. If you got something to say it to me, and we could hash it out there. But without further ado, let's get into the video. In like 2012, wait, no, 2013, late 2013, early 2014, I got introduced to the conscious community, black community, pro black community, whatever you want to call it, Hotep community, whatever you want to call it. So I was into Sinetta. Sinetta was basically the hot spot where it was at. Sinetta was popping. Sinetta was where it was at. Everybody was on Sinetta that was relevant at that time. So that's who I was watching. That's how I got introduced. I'm like, I'm black. I like information. You know what I'm saying? I like to learn new things. And a lot of shit was interesting. I'm not gonna sit there and lie and say it wasn't, but polite and all of them, another sociopath. But we gonna stick to Pharaoh right now, young Pharaoh. The first time I seen him, he came on in, he talking his shit. I think he was talking about the Bible is based on astrology. That's the first teaching that I seen from him, and it was on Sinetta. The Bible is based on astrology and this, that, and the third, and it was cool. You know what I'm saying? He he could retain information and he could use his cognizance to unravel shit and make connections and shit like that. The guy's intelligent. I'm not gonna take nothing away from him, but at the end of the day, he has a personality disorder, and people need to know this. This is what I do, so I'm gonna break it down. The first time I seen him, like I said, it was on Sinetta. Then I tuned into him, and Black Woman is God. So I'm like, all right, that's cool or whatever. What's his name? I forgot what the guy name is. The light skinned guy, Tahuti. Tahuti was the first person I heard with it or whatever. But then I heard him with it. Oh, the Black Woman is God. This, that, and the third. But I'm like, he probably praising the God. But then I see little things like the Napoleon complex and him always talking about beating somebody up and him always showing videos of him fighting and all of this shit. And I'm just like, yo, is he trying to project a certain image? I'm like, maybe not. Maybe that's just his hobby. But then when you see in patterns, a bunch of patterns that's showing you that somebody has a personality disorder, somebody is trying to get you to view them in a certain way to get supply, that's when I realized, like, yo, this guy has a personality disorder. This guy is narcissistic. This guy is psychopathic. This guy is sociopathic. You understand? When somebody says something like the Black Woman is God, you understand? There's nothing wrong with that. But you could see when somebody's eating it up in a certain way that is supply based. He's doing that to get supply. He's doing that to get supply from the opposite sex. You understand? I guarantee you his DMs get lit up just for that reason alone, because of that narrative alone. You understand? And the way he carries himself in a quote unquote masculine way, in a masculine frame, he portrays a masculine frame, so of course the females is going to be on it. And that's the thing about it. You got to see people for what they are. If he's walking around every day talking about, oh, I break this person's face, or I'ma poke this nigga lungs out his chest. What he said, he's I'ma poke the air out his lungs. You understand what I'm saying? That's psychopathic behavior. That's psychopathic behavior. When you always constantly talking about fighting and this, that, and the third, and violence, and always talking about your past, and I did this, and I've been to jail, and I did this, and I did that. How many times a fucking year you gotta talk about you going to jail and being in jail? That's psychopathic behavior. You constantly talking about what you did and how you hustled and how you been to jail. I understand there's pain behind it, and I understand it's trauma behind it, and you wanna, you know what I'm saying, you wanna keep it. But when you using it as a badge of honor, it's one thing. Oh, I'm on parole. It's one thing to use it to document your story, and it's one thing to use it as a badge of honor. That's psychopathic behavior. When you using something like that as a badge of honor, or to say that you got a notch under your belt because you've been through the prison system or because you was in the streets, that's psychopathic behavior. You understand what I'm saying? The sociopathic behavior is you pointing out things about other people and exposing this and exposing that and exposing this and exposing that, and then when the finger is pointed at you, you all of a sudden you snapping and yeah 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 yeah, and you blowing up and this, that, and the third, and you're not showing no facts as to what you're saying. You just threatening people. You understand what I'm saying? That's sociopathic behavior. When it benefits you, when a narrative benefits you, it's good. But when that same narrative doesn't benefit you and you're using it to make your point, it's good again. That's sociopathic behavior. The black woman is God. But when it's not in your favor no more, or it's not benefiting you no more, the black woman is a bitch. The black woman is no good. The black woman will set you up. The black woman will get you killed. I see why people go date other races when it doesn't benefit you anymore. Now that you got the bag out of that narrative and you got the clout out of that narrative, now you pulling the rug from under the black woman. You understand what I'm saying? And now the black woman ain't shit no more. You understand? At the end of the day, I look at it like this. If I'm dealing with a queen and a black woman is God, then you supposed to support her, right, good, bad, right, or wrong. Why is you throwing your baby mother under the bus and that shit is all on the internet? And you sitting there with your chest poked out like that shit is okay. I don't give a fuck if she's in the right or the wrong or whatever the case may be. That's your baby mother. That's your significant other. You check her behind closed doors, not in the public. I don't give a fuck if she's right, wrong, or whatever the case may be. That's sociopathic behavior. You always want to look like a victim, or you always want to look like you're right. That's sociopathic behavior right there. When a narrative benefits you, it's okay. You broadcast it and you push it as an agenda. But when the same narrative doesn't benefit you anymore, you pull the rug from under it and you go against it and you negate everything that you fucking said that involved that narrative. That's sociopathic behavior. You understand what I'm saying? And the self-absorbedness, the narcissism, it's bad, but everybody has a healthy level of narcissism to an extent. But you could tell when somebody has an actual personality disorder, bro. Bro's delusional and he doesn't practice what he preached at the end of the day. And I seen that from the beginning, but I couldn't call it out because I like to give people the benefit of the doubt and let the cards play out. Now that the cards play out and the light is shining and people see what the fuck going on, now I'm gonna speak on it. I said something to that extent on my other channel, Third Eye Damo. You know what I'm saying? The link will be in the description to that channel. But at the end of the day, I never started trying to make videos on him. Why? Because I did want to clout chase. For those of you who say, oh, he trying to clout chase, I didn't want to clout chase. I didn't want to be seen like, oh, I'm trying to come up with somebody. But at the end of the day, it has to be done. This is my job. This is my purpose. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to put people on to toxic, abusive people and manipulative people that's predators. You understand? At the end of the day, he's a predator. He preys on whoever he can to get something from him. Whoever he could get something out, whether it's fame, whether it's clout, whether it's money, no matter what it is, he is going to prey on them. He is going to prey on them. That's psychopathic behavior when you banging on Trump, banging on NOI, banging on this person, banging on that person, you understand what I'm saying? Banging on the Christians. At the end of the day, you teaching Black history, but you know that the Africans incorporated Christianity into their teachings. The Coptics, they incorporated Christianity into their teachings, into the magic that you talking about, the voodoo, the hoodoo, the meditation, all that shit that you talking about, and the rituals that you speaking about. You know that it was Christianity incorporated in that. Were they Christians? A lot of them weren't, and a lot of them were. But at the end of the day, you know this stuff. I'm pretty sure you better enough to know this stuff. But you take what you need to benefit your narrative and benefit your rhetoric, and you dispose of the rest and pull the rug on the rest. That's sociopathic behavior. You understand? You tell the part of the story that benefits your rhetoric and your narrative. That's sociopathic behavior. Period. When a narrative benefits you, it's all guts and glory. You use it to your advantage. But when a narrative no longer benefits you, and it's no good in the situation or the circumstances at the moment, you pull a thing, you pull a rug on it. You don't stand up on what you said or what you done or what you believe no more, because it doesn't benefit your narrative. It doesn't benefit your image. You understand? It's all about projecting an image. That's what a personality disorder is about, period. It's all about projecting an image. So now you pulling the rug on your baby mother. You pull the rug on your baby mother. At the end of the day, she's supposed to be God. What happened to God? You understand? But my thing is, right is right and wrong is wrong. So quote unquote you say. But at the end of the day, it's wrong for you to turn your back on the queen, whether she's in the good or she's in the bad. Ignorance. There's such things called ignorance. You follow the laws of Mayat, right? You don't practice what you preach. So why would you try to punish your baby mother over her ignorance? Try to take back what you gave her, take back her comfortability, take back the possessions that you gave her or whatever for her to be comfortable, because she no longer follows your narrative, or she no longer is your enabler, which she was this whole time, keeping her mouth shut. You've been had a personality disorder. People say, "Oh, he changed." He didn't change. What he is now being highlighted and being revealed and now showing himself, because he got what he wanted, because he got the money, because he got the quote unquote clout or whatever it is that he wanted. Now the mask is coming off. Oh, young Pharaoh changing, man. This and the third. This was him the whole time. You understand? And the baby mother know it. She just didn't know it before she pulled up in the household and she got entangled with the nigga. So now that the mask coming off, she wasn't trying to rock the boat. You understand? She wasn't trying to rock the boat. But now that his mask is slipping off and everybody's seeing and the boat is getting rocked, she no longer going with the shit no more. Now all of a sudden, the black woman is a bitch. The black woman is this. The black woman is that. Now you taking back the possessions. Now you taking back the crib. You understand what I'm saying? Now you taking back the lease. Now you taking back the money. All of this bullshit. That's a punishment right there. That's a punishment right there. That's a punishment right there. That right there is sociopathic behavior. And I believe that you put hands on people because you try to put that fear narrative. That's the psychopathic behavior. You try to instill a fear narrative in people with the "I'm a MMA fighter," with the "I'm a felon," "I'm a this," "I'm a that." That's the projection of the fear. All of this shit that's going on, I understand, be transparent, but you using it as a badge of honor. Every fucking video, every fucking time you get on the camera, you gotta talk about prison, you gotta talk about beating people up, you gotta talk about fucking you a fighter, you this, you that. Who the fuck cares? You're not the only gangster, you're not the only felon, you're not the only fighter, you're not the only whatever the case may be. But that's the psychopathic behavior of him trying to instill the fear factor in people. But at the end of the day, whoever watched this video and you say I'm hating, like I said before, like I said before, like I said before, my my Instagram is in the description. Hit my DM. Do not go in the fucking comment section with the fingers. Do not go in the comment section with the If you got something to say, if you type in a message right now, delete that shit right now and click that link in the description and go to my motherfucking DM so I can see you face to face and see what you got to say to me. This is what I do. I know psychopaths. I've been dealing with it since the day I've been fucking born, since the day I came out the womb. I know psychopaths when I see them. I know sociopathic behavior when I see it. I know narcissism when I see it. And he fits the description and he's it. He's it. Period. He's it. Period. And he had a bunch of victims. And he was pointing at Nature Boy and pointing at all these people about being sociopaths, pointing at Polite about being a sociopath when he's the same way. And that's the projection right there. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how I look at it. And if anybody feel different, feel free to hit my DM. But don't go in the comment section talking your shit and don't stand up for what you're talking about. You understand? It's easy to go on the fake profile and type some shit and hit go, hit send. Do not do that. Come in my DM and stand on what you're talking about and stand on your shit. Stand 10 toes on what you're talking about. Because at the end of the day, I was standing 10 toes on what I'm talking about. And he knows for a fact that he has a personality disorder. He knows for a fact that he has a personality disorder. All that pain and all that shit is buried. All that shit is buried. And that fake self, that false self that he's projecting to y'all, that I'm holy, I'm this, I'm that, I'm spiritual, I'm a god, I'm this, I'm that. That's to cover up all that pain. That's to cover up all that pain. I believe he been through some shit. You understand? You could tell a guy been through some shit, but at the end of the day, he didn't heal those wounds. He didn't face that shit head on. He didn't do the work. So now he developed a personality disorder, and that person that you see is not him. He don't know who Marshall is. He don't know who Marshall is. And it's going to take him a long time. If you want to undo all the doing, take the bread, put it to the side. Take the bread, put it to the side. Take the fame, put it to the side. Take everything, put it to the side. And figure out who Marshall is. It's okay to have the bread. It's okay to have the clout. It's okay to have the fame. But figure out who Marshall is first. I don't think you do. That's why the fuck you going crazy right now with a whole fucking tat on your eye. That's why you going crazy right now with a whole tat on your eye. You fucked up in the head now because now you see that everything around you is revealing to you who you are and you don't want to face it. So now you're trying to run away by doing all of this shit. It's not going to work. You can't escape. All the money in the world, all the fame in the world, all the jewelry in the world, all the material things in the world, all the women in the world, it's not going to face the fact that you don't know who you are. You got to heal, bruh. You're broken. You're broken. You're broken. And I know you're going to see this. You're fucking broken. You got to get it together. You understand? And like I said, I'm not here to get no clout. I'm not here to bash nobody. And if it's considered bashing, then hey, I'm fucking bashing. But at the end of the day, I got to make people aware of what's going on. Y'all being preyed upon. Y'all black women is being preyed upon. Y'all money is going to frivolous activities and splurging and using it as leverage to control people. He used money as leverage to control people. Oh, he giving people jobs. Yes, so he can have that control, so he could feel like a boss, so he could feel like he is superior. It's not for the benefit of the black community. It was for the benefit of the black community. A long time ago, would he have been out here doing community service? But everything he does has him in mind first. He already said he didn't want his kids. So you think he give a fuck about y'all? But I'm gonna leave it right here, man. You know, I'm gonna leave it right here. I don't wanna make the guy cry. So I'm gonna leave it right here though. As always, I love y'all. Stay vibrant, stay healthy, and forever, you the truth.